online, on internet radio and via the Sky Sports apps. This is Sky Sports News Radio.
We've been talking about managers on Good Morning Sports Fans today. Let's speak with the newest one in the Football League. Graham Kavanagh at Carlisle United is with us. Good morning to you, Graham.
Good morning, how are you doing, fellas?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, you were in temporary charge after Greg Abbott was let go last month. You've been given the job permanently now. Is management something you've been looking at for a long while?
Yeah, well, it's been a process that obviously I've started probably when I was about 27, 28, done my badges and currently doing my pro license and what have you. So it has been something I've been thinking about. I've come to Carlisle, I think it was 2009, and played for a little bit, and then Greg asked me to go on the coaching staff, and then that progressed to assistant manager. So I've been working behind Greg for the last 4.5 years, and it's been a real education. And obviously, with the unfortunate circumstances, the first 6 games we didn't perform as well as we would have liked. But Greg sort of left, and they asked me would it take it over with the staff that was here at the moment, and we took it forward, and I've been fortunate enough to win 3 games.
Well, I'd say fortunate. You've been playing really well by all accounts from what I've heard, particularly in a couple of those. What's been different from before you took over to now?
Well, I mean, we've tried to sort of change the mindset of the players. I think, when you're losing games, you lack confidence. You lack belief, both in yourself and in the group. And a couple of things happened that sort of worked in my favour a little bit. It's a young group. They've probably, a lot of them have never seen a manager be sacked before. And Greg came in on the morning. He was leaving. He just said, "Do you mind if I speak to the group on my own?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem at all." He went down and spoke to them, and I think he just spoke from the heart and just said it was a pleasure working with you for the period of time I was here. And I think he got a little bit upset, and he showed how much it meant to him. And I think that in turn sort of moved the players, if you like. I think a lot of them felt they let him down. A lot of them felt that it was unfair what happened. But obviously then I think they realised it wasn't just a game anymore. It's an industry, and people's livelihoods were at stake. So I tried to harness that energy, because a lot of them were upset when he left, and just said, "Right, boys, you owe the manager now." And the last thing he had said before he left was, as a swan song, can you make sure you go out and give us a performance on Saturday against Sheffield United and do your best to win? And that's what we've done all week. We tried to change the mood of the group, change the dynamic within the group by the training sessions, the length of times we trained. We were doing double sessions, tried to simplify everything for them, and we got that little bit of momentum on the Saturday with the result. And once that happens, you try to make that snowball, if you like, and keep rolling forward, and that's what we've done. And we got a great performance against Stevenage, and we got a hard-working, battling performance against Notts County, which probably wasn't the most silkiest of football, but you ride your luck and you got with it while it's going in your favour, and we've now got 3 out of 3, so long may it continue.
Well, maybe 4 out of 4 this weekend. Looking at the league table, you're closer to the playoffs now, points-wise, than you are the relegation zone, so I'm sure there's no pressure from the chairman and the managing director there.
No, it's just coming from you, so that's great. Cheers. Thank you, Willie.
What targets have you been set for this season? Is it just a case of, stay up after the dreadful start?
Well, I think we need to assess it up to Christmas. I mean, it's certainly, as we're playing at the moment, we want to go for 4 and 4, which we haven't done in, I think it's 6 years, whatever. So they're all small challenges and small targets that we're setting ourselves, but we're certainly not getting carried away. I think once Christmas comes, we'll sit as a staff and assess where we are, and hopefully we'll be in the top half of the table. And with the transfer market then coming and the opportunity to sign 1 or 2 players, hopefully we can improve the quality within the group and improve also the numbers, because we haven't got the biggest and strongest of squads right at this very moment. We've got a few injuries, as I think all the managers up and down the country will tell you the same thing. So once we sort of come out the other side of January, I'd like to think that we can push on, but we're certainly not getting carried away with ourselves. It's only been 3 games. We've had a difficult start in terms of the first 6, and I said to the players, it's a 40-game season from when we took over. So up to now, we're riding high in terms of that 40-game league. But realistically, we are in the middle group, and whilst we're in the middle group, it's very important we don't take a foot off the pedal. We don't lose track of how quickly it can turn, and keep sort of holding on to that momentum and keep having that drive every day to improve.
Well, if you are still going well by Christmas come January time, that will help as far as player recruitment is concerned, because players will want to come to a club that's on the up, even though they might have to move hundreds of miles to come to Carlisle, because you are such a footballing outpost geographically, at least. But equally, if the team is doing really well and getting you up there, you might not need to make so many signings.
Well, that's very true. Geographically, we always probably have struggled to attract players, but players do like success. They do like to be part of a winning team and a winning formula. And if we can continue as we are at the moment and get us anywhere near that playoff position and as close to it as we possibly can get, it will definitely help in terms of attracting players. So it's a goal we're all looking to strive towards, but it's certainly not something that we're going to get carried away with. And we still realise right at this very moment that we are not too far away from the relegation area, and we'll just take it. I know it's a cliche and it's probably boring for everyone to hear, but we will take it a game at a time.
Well, as long as you learn all the cliches that managers do sometimes come out with.
I've been brushing up on them. I've been brushing up on a few, and I've got a few new ones I didn't realise I had. So I'm gonna trot them out over the next few weeks, no doubt.
Brilliant. Well, you played under many managers during your illustrious career. Who would you say have been the managers that you've taken the most from, and that you can not try to be like them, but learn from what you learned from them?
To be honest, I think I've learned from every single one of them, whether it be good or bad. There's been an awful lot of managers that you look at and you think, God, there was an awful lot of good stuff that he done that really affected me or affected the group in a real positive way. And you try to draw on them across the board. It's difficult at times because, as I've learned, even in the short period, in the 4 weeks that we've done it, something new gets thrown your way every single day, and it's not always what you expect. But you've got to think on your feet. I've been very fortunate with the group we've inherited, especially in terms of the staff. We've tried to delegate. I'll try to delegate as much of it to them, so we all throw our ideas around the table, and obviously it's my decision, I suppose, at the end of the day. But they've been absolutely different class, and they've helped me. But it's important that you reflect on times and situations that you've had in the past, and can I suppose use your experience to try and improve. But there's no hard and fast rule to it. It's definitely keeping the mindset of the group as focused as you can, as hard working as they can possibly be, and as long as they give their all and they give us a performance, usually the result looks after itself. And if it doesn't, and they've lost, well then so be it. You move on and march on to the next game. So it's that's been the message. The message has been, what you sort of give us today won't be enough tomorrow. And as long as they have that mindset that they want to constantly try and improve, well then we've got a chance to move forward.